have a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Test, 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 test. Let's see. Hello. We're just getting set up. Hi, Diane. So have a seat, relax. Test, 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 test. All right. Test, 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 test. Okay, I think we're good. Test, test. All right. So make yourself comfortable on the floor if you can. Sit comfortably. Your legs can be straight or crossed, however you feel comfortable. But sit up straight and relax. Lower your shoulders. And we're going to breathe, inhaling through our nose and exhaling with our mouth open. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. Feel the air as it passes the back of your throat. Focus on your breathing. Try and fill your lungs completely with air on the inhale. And squeeze out all of the air on the exhale. As you inhale, try and allow your abdomen to expand on the inhale, and your abdomen and navel contract toward your spine on the exhale. Now in the next inhale, we're going to inhale and lift our arms and hands up above our head, palms together if you can do that. And when you're ready to exhale, lower your arms and hands back down. So move with your breath, inhaling up. And when you're ready, exhaling down. Breathing through our nose now, inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Try and synchronize your breath with your movement. Constantly moving, either inhaling or exhaling, no pausing in between. Now, On the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the right side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down. When you're ready to inhale, turn your torso back to the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the left side as you exhale your arms and hands down. We're going to alternate sides on the exhale, so continue following your breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Focus on your breathing, moving with your breath. One more time on each side. And when you're done, just bring arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Okay, now we're going to bring our palms together and interlace our fingers. Bring our forearms together, elbows touching. Lift your elbows so that you're looking at your thumbs. And we're going to make a circle with our knuckles as we slowly breathe, inhaling and exhaling through our nose, flexing our wrists gently as we circulate our knuckles toward the ceiling. Moving slowly and flexing our wrists as much as we can. Now notice the direction of the circle you're making and move in the opposite direction. And then pause, release your fingers, bring your palms together in front of your chest in prayer posture. Put a little pressure between your palms, pushing both hands into each other. And we're going to inhale and lift our hands, palms pressing against each other as high as we can reach. And then exhale when you're ready, bringing your hands back to where we started from. But at the end of the exhale, point your fingertips down. Try and flex your wrists as much as possible. When you're ready to inhale, keeping the pressure between your palms, inhaling and reaching up. And exhaling when you're ready. Move with your breathing. Inhaling up and exhaling down when you're ready. One more time. And when you're done, just bring your hands to prayer posture in front of your chest and breathe naturally through your nose. Now extend your hands out in front of you, your arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. And we're going to inhale and allow our wrists to guide us as far back as we can go. And then we're going to exhale and point our fingers away as we exhale, bringing our wrists back to the center in front of us. Follow your breath as we inhale. Fingers are pointing in as we let our wrists guide us as far back as you can go. And when you're ready to exhale, fingers are pointing away, the wrist is coming back. Try and flex your wrist as much as you can as you inhale out and exhale in. Move with your breathing. One more time. And then when you're done, just relax your hands down in front of you. Now we're going to take our left hand behind us, sit up straight, lift your chest toward the ceiling. Take your right hand off to the right side. And when you're ready, inhale, lift and reach your right hand toward the ceiling. Exhale when you're ready, reaching for the left front corner, keeping your hips on the ground. Reach as far as you can. And when you're ready to inhale, lift the right hand, reach it up toward the ceiling on the inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, lower the right hand and arm back down. So move with your breathing as you inhale up and exhale down. One more time, inhaling and reaching for the left front corner. And when you're done, bring your right arm down, and we're going to switch. Place your right arm behind you, sit up straight, place your left arm to the left side of your body. And when you're ready, inhale and reach your left hand up for the ceiling. And when you're ready to exhale, reach for the right front corner. Moving with your breath, continue inhaling up and exhaling down. Move as far as you can move and just breathe. One more time, reaching for the right front corner. And when you're done, bring both hands in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Okay, now we're going to get up into all fours in tabletop position. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Move your hands so they're under your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. You can be on the balls of your toes or the flat part of your feet. Keeping the arms straight. Check your hands, make sure your index fingers are facing forward. Rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. Make sure your hands are as wide as your shoulders and under your shoulders. And we're going to do cat-cow. So keep in mind that our head moves last. We're going to inhale and arch the lower spine. At the very end of the inhale, lift our head. And when we're ready to exhale, pull your navel in toward your spine. Tighten your gluteals. Push the upper spine toward the ceiling and lower your head. When you're ready to inhale, arch the lower spine and lift the head at the end of the inhale. Move with your breath. Remember to tighten your gluteals and pull your navel in on the exhale. Inhaling, arching the spine and lifting the head. exhaling, pulling the navel in, tighten the gluteals, and allow the head to drop down. Keeping the arms and the rest of the body still, we're flexing our spine. So focus on moving your spine. One more time in each direction. And then pause in a neutral position with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, we're going to inhale our right arm and left leg out, reaching and stretching as much as you can. Pull the navel in toward your spine. And when you're ready to exhale, lower the arm and leg down. And then we're going to switch, pull the navel in toward your spine and go to the left arm and right leg, reaching as you inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, lower it down. Try and move with your breathing. Inhaling and stretching, exhaling down. Keep the navel pulled in toward the spine as we're doing this. Try and synchronize your movement with your breath. Pointing the toes if you can as you inhale and stretch. One more time on each side. And when you're done, just pause in a neutral position with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now spread your knees, bring your toes together, and we're going to sit back in child's pose, lowering our hips down to our heels, lowering our forehead down to the mat, and just breathe through your nose. Try and take long, deep breaths. And then lift your head, straighten out your arms, and we're going to come back to tabletop position. Now from here, we're going to all do puppy pose. Puppy pose is keeping your knees under your hips, move your arms forward, and we're going to open up the upper shoulders and armpits as much as possible, breathing through our nose. And then slowly walk your hands back. Pause for a moment in neutral position. And then, keeping our fingers spread wide with our shoulders rotated so that our biceps are facing forward and our elbows are facing toward our thighs, get onto the balls of your toes, and we're going to push ourselves up into a downward dog. So, lifting your hips, lifting the heels off the ground initially to help stretch the backs of your legs, where our hips are pushing up toward the ceiling, our hands are pressing the floor away, lifting the heels to stretch the back of our legs. Try and relax your shoulders and your head, breathing through your nose. Then bend your knees and come down to the mat. And then we're going to step our left foot forward in a lower left lunge. When you're ready, come on up with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Check your left knee, make sure it's over your left ankle. And breathe. If you need to place something soft under your right knee, feel free to do that. Allow yourself to get a nice deep stretch. You can move your left knee further back if you need a deeper stretch. Now from here, inhale your hands up near your ears, your arms near your ears, and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. You can look at your hands if you'd like, or straight ahead, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And if your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Then inhale, make a circle, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your hands down next to your left foot. Push the floor away as you pull your left foot back. And we're going to switch to the right foot. So adjust your knees so that you get enough of a stretch. And when you're ready, come on up into a lower right lunge. Breathing through your nose, inhale and exhale. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can lift your arms near your ears, reaching your hands for the ceiling, and breathe. If your hands are above your head, inhale, or reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Now, make a circle with your hands, reaching up toward the ceiling, and bring your hands down next to your right foot. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back into a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to go back to downward dog. So spread your fingers, make sure your shoulders are rotated so your biceps are facing forward. Get onto the balls of your toes. We're going to do downward dog. And when you're ready, push your hips up toward the ceiling. Push the floor away with your hands. You can lift your heels to help relax the backs of your legs. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Your heels do not need to touch the ground. Focus on relaxing your shoulder, opening up the arms, and lifting the hips into the air. And then bend your knees slightly and walk to the front of your mat. Spread your feet about 4 or 5 inches apart so that they're under your hips. Okay, and from here we're going to inhale and lift our hands up toward the ceiling and swan dive down, pull our navel in toward our spine, place our hands on the outside of our feet. Now from here we're going to inhale up halfway, moving your spine so it's parallel to the floor. And then exhale, relaxing as far down as you can go. And then step the right foot back, keeping the left knee bent. We're going to inhale up into Warrior One with our hips and torso facing forward. Hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears for a deeper stretch, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Breathing through your nose. You can look at your hands or look straight ahead, however you feel comfortable. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale. Bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reach your hands toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your hands down next to your left foot. Step the right foot forward, and inhale up halfway, and exhale, relaxing down. And then bend your knees slightly, pull your navel in as we inhale and bring our hands above our head, palms together. Exhale your hands down by your side. So now we're going to do the other side. Inhale, reaching up, palms together. Exhale, swan dive down, hand to the outside of each feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Place your hands on the floor as you step your left foot back into a right forward lunge. Come on up into warrior one. Hands in prayer posture, hips and torso facing forward. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If you'd like a deeper stretch, move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands toward the ceiling as you breathe through your nose. You can look up or straight ahead, however you feel comfortable. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle with your hands reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands down to the floor next to your right foot. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, relaxing down. Bend your knees as you inhale and reach your hands up, reverse swan dive, palms together above your head, and exhale your hands down by your side. Now from here, we're going to spread our feet about 3 or 4 feet apart. Place our hands on our hips and bend our knees. So, yeah, there you go. So bend your knees as far as you can, feel comfortable. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, slowly tilt your torso forward. And when you're far enough forward, place your hands on the floor. And you can straighten out your legs if you'd like. You can move your feet further apart if you'd like. And then relax your head and shoulders. You can grab your elbows. Swing your head up and down as if you're saying yes, and side to side as if you're saying no. Relaxing your head and shoulders. Then take a deep breath. Inhale and lift your hands up behind you and interlace your fingers, lifting your knuckles toward the ceiling. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And then release your hands. Bring your hands down to the floor. You can walk your feet in a little bit, like maybe so that they're about a foot or so away from each other. And then bend your knees. You can be on the balls of your toes with your heels off the ground, or if you can keep your heels on the ground, you can do that as well. So however you feel comfortable, bring your arms between your knees, palms in prayer posture. Try and move your torso so that you're sitting up vertically. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And then release. Bring your hands down to the floor. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Bend your knees, and we're going to inhale, reaching our hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, our hands down by our side. Now from here, let's do tree pose. So if you'd like to balance against a wall, you can do that. Place your hands on your hips and place all of the weight of your body in your left leg, lifting your right knee so that your right toes are touching the ground. So our weight is in our left leg, our right toes are touching the ground. And you can stay here if you'd like. If you want to go further, lift the right foot and toes off the ground. You can bring your hands into prayer posture if you'd like. And if you'd like to go further, you can cross the right leg over the left knee. Find a point on the floor somewhere to focus. And if you want to go further, feel free to lift your hands above your head, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And if your hands are above your head, you can bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then release your leg from above your knee and slowly lower your arms, your hands and your foot down to the floor. Now lift the heels of your feet, relaxing your left leg if there was any tension in it. And we're going to switch to the right side. So place your hands on your hips. Feel the floor under your feet. Now place the weight of your body into your right leg and lift the left knee so that your left toes are touching the ground and your left knee is bent. Our weight is in our right leg. You can stay here, or if you'd like to lift your left leg off the floor with the left knee bent, you can do that. You can bring your hands in the prayer posture if you'd like. And then you can bend your left leg over your right knee, your left ankle over your right knee. And you can also lift your arms, hands above your head if you'd like. Reaching for the ceiling and breathing. Then inhale if your hands are above your head. Exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Then release your left leg from above your right knee and lower your hands and your left foot back down. Then lift your heels off the ground to relax your legs. Now coming back to the mat, separate your feet about 4 or 5 inches apart. And we're going to inhale, reaching our hands up toward the ceiling and swan dive down, hands down to the floor. And we're going to sit down all the way on the floor. Now come to the front of your mat with your knees bent. Pull your navel in toward your spine. Tilt back, and you can either hold onto your shins or move your arms parallel to the floor. Pull your navel in, lift your chest, and then lift your feet off the ground. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If you'd like to point one leg or the other or both, you can do that as well. And then lower both feet down and relax for a moment. You can wrap your arms around your knees, grab your legs and relax for a minute. And then we're going to go back, moving your arms parallel to the floor or holding onto your shins. Pull your navel in, lift your chest, and then tilt back and lift your feet off the ground. Again, you can practice straightening out one leg or both, however you feel comfortable. And when you're ready, lower both feet down. Now, we're going to slowly come down with our spine on the ground. Move your hands next to your torso. Lift your left foot off the ground and cross it over your right thigh. So your left ankle is just in front of your right knee on the thigh side. And try and relax your hips. Feel your hips on the ground and breathe. Now lift your right foot off the ground and take your hands and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Gently inhale and exhale, pulling your right thigh. Your left elbow will be against your left thigh. So as you're pulling your right thigh, your left elbow is pushing your left thigh away as your right thigh is moving in. So the left thigh is pushing away and the right is coming in. Try and take deep breaths. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Relax your feet. One more breath. And then lower the right foot down and release the left foot from above the right knee. Now take your right foot and place it above the left knee on your thigh. Take a moment to observe your hips. Try and relax your body if you feel any tension from sitting all day in your hips. Then inhale and lift your left foot off the ground. Take your hands and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh on the hamstrings. And then take your right elbow and your right forearm and press against your right thigh as you inhale and exhale, gently pulling the left thigh toward you while your right arm is pushing against your right thigh. So the right thigh is pushing away and the left is coming toward us. Just breathe, take long, deep breaths. Breathe into any tension you may feel. Relaxing your feet. One more breath. And then lower your left foot down. Release your right foot from above your left knee. Now move your arms down and place your feet under your knees. Move your arms so that you can grab your ankles with your feet, with your hands. Pull your navel in toward your spine and inhale, lift your hips off the ground as far as you can on the inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, lower them down an inch away from the ground. So we're going to inhale up, tightening our gluteals, pulling our navel in and tightening our gluteals as we lift our hips. And on the exhale, come down about an inch from the ground. Move with your breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Now in the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground, interlace our fingers under our hips, bringing our arms under our hips, and breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Pushing our heels into the ground, tightening our gluteals as we're lifting. One more breath. And then release your hands from under your hips. Lower your hips all the way down. Now walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Move your arms out like a T, palms facing up. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right palm. Take long, deep breaths. And then inhale, bring your knees and head back to the center. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left palm, keeping your shoulders on the ground. And breathe. And then inhale as you bring your knees and your head and your torso back to the center. Lower your arms down by your side. And we're going to straighten out our right leg with our left knee bent in the air. Notice your right leg, your calf on the ground, your thighs on the ground, and your shoulders on the ground. Left knee is bent and left foot is on the ground. But inhale and lift your left foot and knee off the ground. Interlace your fingers below your left knee and exhale as you gently pull your left knee toward your left shoulder, keeping the right leg on the ground, keeping your calf of your right leg on the ground, keeping your hips on the ground. Take long, deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose, gently pulling your left knee and shin toward your left shoulder. Relax your left foot. And then release your left foot. Allow your left leg to straighten out all the way. Bend your right leg so your right knee is in the air. Observe the back of your left leg on the ground, your calf on the ground, your hips on the ground. Inhale as you lift your right foot off the ground and interlace your fingers below your right knee. Exhale, pulling your right knee toward your right shoulder, keeping the left leg on the ground, keeping your shoulders on the ground. Relax your right foot and breathe. Then release your right leg, lower your right foot to the floor and straighten your right leg out. So now we're going to do our final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana. It's a conscious relaxation. So close your eyes, separate the heels of your feet, allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms a few inches away from your torso, palms facing up. Focus on your breathing. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your wrists and fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs, your calves, your ankles and toes. Focus on filling your lungs with air. As you inhale, observe your abdomen expanding. And as you exhale, observe your navel pulling in toward your spine. Feel the ground supporting your body. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, lift your hands above your head and stretch your body. And then bend your knees and bring them close to your chest. Rock side to side. And then move your body to one side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through our nose and exhaling with a strong exhale with our mouth open wide. So inhale your hands up. Strong exhale. Again. Now this time, inhale your hands up through your nose, exhale through your nose, but bring your palms together. Pause at your third eye for kind thoughts. Pause at your lips for kind words. And pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. All right, well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.